they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I was some news rapper, truly himself, gon' make way for a prodigy.
On this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me, made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a put you get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me, made me wanna say. And even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me, made me wanna say. Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, I still gotta.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and coming up we'll see David Montgomery. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Black Knights and the Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Black Knights of Paris taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Nineteen touch, Viking 18. Cup 19, Cup ready.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 receiving.
So deuce is wild, huh?
Absolutely.
Probably should have gotten 2 checks for this game, right? 1 for the running backs, 1 for the wide receivers. Could carry home a nice little pile of cash.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Panther 11, 65 catch, 60 go.
They'll drop to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week: 19 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd down. Love. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
18, Pioneer. Travel up.
In motion left comes Williams. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Love now on 2nd down. Short pass caught by Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Bronco switch. Ready.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, look at this Packers defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one swung out to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, 30 yards. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Clifford, they're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 20 point.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy, crazy, crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And 1-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 21-0 our score after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround. He's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, an even 90 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
18, Rattler, 18, ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors, 70. Broncos. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go, baby.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
So a roughing the pass. There, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Back to throw now on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
19 Lions!
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery.
Room past the 35.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Let's go!
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18!
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Mustang 19! 18, Pioneer!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete here.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Come on, come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions! Trap 60, trap 60! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick!
They'll look to throw again. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Ready?
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Black Knights are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down, going to the air with Love. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different look.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
63 And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Carlson for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Ready! Seven Pirates, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready! Warrior 70. Ready!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Montgomery. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again.
That is caught by Laporta.
Touchdown! Sam Laporta, as the first half is winding down.
And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays.
17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Hey.
Now Love.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ultra. Black swap.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Check pink.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Ready.
On second down, it's Jones.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, here's Jones. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Love now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that...
Touchdown! David Montgomery, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, Love to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a Packers touchdown. Boom, Melton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to claw one back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more.
19 tight. Ready.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
19 Tiger. Go.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Cup 19.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. 65 cat, 65 cat. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
19 Lions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Ready, set. Red, cycle. Set.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail. It's time to stop. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going deep for Montgomery. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready. Go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Escapes the defender.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Back to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
Black Knights add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Going up the gut, Montgomery.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Black Knights use the short field to get in for 6. Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Love back to it here after the pick six.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Love looking to throw it. Look at the big fella go.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the
blitz coming, and down he goes. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Love from the gun. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd down, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Let's go now. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they rattle off a big one. 58 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
65 catch. 65 catch. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, adding 2nd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone.
Fights forward at the 20. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Wk4 is shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now 3rd down and very long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Ready. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best.